Tom Watson, the deputy leader of the Labour Party, has decided to stand down as an MP. His resignation will reopen the debate about the party's direction under Jeremy Corbyn and his difficult relationship with his deputy. In a letter to Jeremy Corbyn, Mr Watson said it was a very difficult decision and said the decision is personal, not political. Some commentators have suggested several more Labour MPs from the moderate wing of the party might follow. Mr Watson, who is one of Labour's best-known figures, has represented the constituency of West Bromwich East since 2001. He was elected deputy leader 4 years ago, and the same day Mr Corby won a ballot to become party leader, but the two come from different political wings of Labour. He tweeted his decision saying, "After 35 years in full-time politics, I've decided to step down and will be campaigning to overcome the Tory-fuelled public health crisis." Mr Watson had been at odds with the leadership and faced an attempt to oust him at Labour's conference. But he said, "I'm as committed to Labour as ever. I will spend this election fighting for brilliant Labour candidates and a better future for our country." In his letter to Mr Corbyn, the former MP for West Bromwich thanked the leader for the decency and courtesy you have shown me over the last 4 years, even in difficult times. He added, "Our many shared interests are less well known than our political differences, but I will continue to devote myself to the things we often talk about: gambling reform, music and arts, stopping press intrusion, obesity and public health, and of course horticulture and cycling." Mr Watson and Mr Corbyn had well-documented disagreements over the Labour leader's Brexit stance. His handling of anti-Semitism and the party's conference in Brighton in September was overshadowed by a failed bid to abolish his post. Mr Watson was eating a Chinese meal with his son in Manchester when he received the news that John Landsman had tabled a last-minute motion at the National Executive Committee, NEC, calling for the century-old post of deputy leader to be scrapped. It was only because the NEC chair, Wendy Nicholls, ruled the motion out of order that the bid failed, because overturning her decision would have required a 2/3 majority. But the kid from Kidderminster, who joined Labour at 15, said he would not retire from politics completely. He said he would take an active part in the election campaign and will do everything I can to return a team of Labour MPs who will transform our country. He added, "The election is a turning point for our country, and I know that Labour goes into it united in our determination to remove the Conservative government that has done so much damage to the communities Labour was founded to represent." Mr Watson is A. For more on this story, visit the news article link.